Welcome to this edition of Yoga with Kelly. So have a seat on your mat, coming into easy pose, sitting in whatever pose gives you ease. Typically, Vrikasana or easy pose is sitting with the legs crossed. The hands can rest comfortably on your knees, sitting up nice and tall, long through the spine. Shoulders roll back and down, closing the eyes or softening the gaze by looking down towards the mat. And just take some nice, slow, even breaths in and out through the nose, allowing yourself to become grounded and present. Often we're so busy, our minds are distracted. So it's nice to just take a few moments at the beginning of our practice to settle in, connect with the breath, allow the mind, breath, body connection to form. Take a nice slow breath in through the nose and a slow breath out through the nose. And now bringing the awareness more into the body by feeling the contact points with the mat. Perhaps it's the sits bones that you can feel, or if your legs are crossed sitting in easy pose, you're feeling the edges of the feet, the ankles, where they touch the mat. Noticing if there's any areas of tension in the body. And if there is, see if you can breathe in and relax any tension. So breathing in the calmness and breathing out, releasing any tension. Keeping that breath, mind, body connection. And seeing if you can keep that connection through the entire length of this practice. I will try to remind you as we move along to connect the breath to the movement and making sure that the mind hasn't wandered. And now taking one more nice deep breath in and a nice slow exhale. One more deep breath in and a slow exhale. Exhaling completely. And now returning the breath back to normal. And you can open the eyes or keep the eyes closed. We're going to release the hands. Open the arms out to the side. Inhale, bring the arms up overhead. Bring the palms together. And then as you exhale, let the hands come down in front of you, resting the hands at heart center. Pausing in this position. Taking a moment here to set an intention for your practice, choosing something that is meaningful to you that you can dedicate either to yourself and or to others. Perhaps patience, gratitude, something yourself and others can really benefit from. And remembering as you move through your practice Always keeping that intention at the forefront of your mind. And now releasing the hands down by your side, taking a breath in, bring the arms up overhead. And exhale, release. Inhale the arms up. And exhale, let the arms float down. Inhale the arms up. And exhale the arms down. 2 more. Inhale. Keep the shoulders soft. Exhale, release. Shoulder blades. Inhale, arms up. Shoulder blades stay pressing down towards the floor. Exhale to release. And now with the arms by the side, roll the shoulders forwards and back. Making the circles bigger. Nice full circles with the arm. And now change the direction. Making the circles smaller. And now just rolling the shoulders forward without the motion of the arms. And now releasing the arms. Place the hands in front of you, shift the weight forward, come over into tabletop. So in your tabletop position, the wrists are stacked under the shoulders, the knees are under the hips. Move through some rounds of cat-cow. We inhale, we look up towards the ceiling, let the belly drop, tailbone reaches up, and then exhale, rounding down through the spine, pressing the floor away, tailbone tucks under, chin to chest. Inhale into cow, and exhale into cat. Inhale for cow, and exhale for cat. 2 more, using the breath to guide your movement. So finding that natural rhythm with your own breath. And last one. And now inhaling, coming back to your neutral tabletop. Transfer the weight into the left hand. Bring the right hand to rest behind the ear, elbows pointing down. Take a breath in, open the right elbow up towards the right side. Turn to look to the right. And then exhale to release. Inhale, the right elbow up towards the ceiling, and then exhale to release. Inhale, open the elbow. Exhale, release. 2 more. Inhale, turning, getting that thoracic rotation. Exhale to release, and last one on the right. And then release. Plant the right hand. Transfer the weight to the right. Left hand comes behind the ear. Same thing, other side. Inhale. That left elbow opens. Turn the gaze to the left. And exhale, release. Inhale, the elbow opens. Exhale, rotating back to center. The hand always staying behind the ear. And release. 2 more. Inhale, open up. Exhale, release, and last one. Inhale to open, and exhale, release. The elbow back to center, hand comes down, tabletop. This time, thread the needle. So coming into the tabletop position, inhale the right arm up towards the ceiling, coming in through that thoracic rotation again. Exhale, sweep the right arm under the left, placing the right shoulder on the floor, letting the head rest comfortably, either on the floor or a block. The left hand can just be resting on the floor. You can reach it out long in front of you, or you can throw in a half bind by bringing that left arm behind you, reaching for the crease of the right hip, making sure there's no strain on the neck. And now bringing the hand back to center, on the left hand on the floor. Take a breath in, exhale, press through the left hand. Inhale the right arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale back to tabletop. This time the left arm reaches up towards the ceiling. Exhale, sweep the left arm through. Thread the needle on the left side, placing the left shoulder on the floor or on a block, making sure there's no strain in the neck. Right arm can rest comfortably with the hand on the mat, or extend the arm out long, reaching towards the top of the mat, or throwing in the half bind by bringing the right arm behind your back, reaching towards the crease of the left hip. Again, always being sure there's no strain on the neck. And now returning the right hand towards the floor if it's not already there. Take a breath in, press through the right hand. Inhale the left arm up towards the ceiling, and exhale, replace the hand on the floor, coming back into tabletop. This time we'll come into bird dog or balancing tabletop. So letting the hands stack under the shoulders, the knees under the hips. We're going to extend the left leg long, let the toes touch the floor, lift the foot up off the floor, lift the right arm up off the floor. So keeping the navel drawn in tight towards the belly, making sure there's no rotation through the hips, and release. Same thing, other side. Right leg is long and lifted. Left arm is lifted. Gaze is neutral. Core is tight. And release. Switch sides. Balancing tabletop, making sure there's no arching through the lower back. Nice strong navel in towards the spine. Release. Other side. Right leg long, left arm long. And release. Right arm, left leg, holding it for 3, 2, 1. Release. Switch sides. Holding it for 3, 2, 1. 2 more each side. Got this total of 5. Balancing tabletop. Really challenging our core. Switch sides. Keep the belly nice and tight, drawn in towards the spine. No, release. Tabletop, switch sides. Last one on each side here. No arching through the back. And release. And last one. And release. Now walk the hands out a little bit in front of you. Lower down onto the elbows. So coming into this sort of modified version of puppy pose, what we're going to do is sink the hips back to the right, then the left, creating a figure 8 with the movement. So the hips to the right, then the chest to the left. Creating a nice figure 8. And now changing direction. The hips go to the left, over to the right, chest to the left, chest to the right. And then back to hips left, right, left, right. Good job. Last one, come back into this neutral tabletop. This time, sink the hips back towards the heels and Shift the weight forward over the hands. Let the pelvis drop. Hips back to heels. You can walk the hands out a little bit forward towards the front of the mat if you need to create some space. And just getting this nice movement through the spine. And 2 more. And last one. Hips to heels. Shift the weight forward. Weight is over the hands. And then come back into tabletop. And now curl the toes under. Take a breath in. Exhale into downward facing dog. So pedaling out the legs, bending one knee and then the other. Keeping the shoulder blades nice and relaxed. The gaze is between the knees, a nice neutral neck. Keep the belly tight, tailbone reaching up towards the ceiling. Drop down onto the right knee. Coming into this version of half moon, adjust the hand so that the hand is in line with the right knee. Turn to face the long edge of your mat. Extend the left arm nice and long. We'll do 5 toe taps, so lift the left leg up and tap down gently with the toes. So lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. 2 more. Last one. Good job. Come back into a plank position this time. So coming up into high plank. So pressing the floor away from the mat. The gaze is neutral. Weight is on the toes and on the hands. Navel is drawn in. And now take a breath in. And then exhale into downward facing dog. Again, pedaling out the legs, bending one knee and then the other. And now dropping onto the left knee. Adjusting the hand so it's in line with the left hand, in line with the left knee. Turn the body to face the long edge of the mat. The right arm is extended long towards the ceiling. And now lifting and lowering the right leg. So lifting it up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. 2 more. Last one. Good job. Come back into a plank position. Again, pressing the floor away from the mat, or the arms away from into the floor. So your body is pressed away from the mat. Keep the navel tight. And now hold it for 3, 2, 1. Take a breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, pedaling out the legs. And now take a breath in. Look forward. Exhale, stand to the front. Step to the front of the mat, standing forward fold. Letting the head and shoulders hang softly. Sending the tailbone up high towards the sky. Keeping a nice soft bend in the knees. You can grasp either elbow and gently sway from side to side, deepening the stretch through the hamstrings. And now releasing the hands towards the floor. Inhale, come up halfway. Halfway lift. Spine is long and straight. Gaze is neutral. Shoulders rolled back and down. Exhale, standing forward fold. Inhale, rise up to extended mountain pose. Arms are up overhead. Shoulders are soft. Shoulder blades are rolled back and down. And now taking a breath in. Exhale, opening up the arms wide. Exhaling into this back bend. Inhale back to center. with the feet about hip distance apart. Arms are extended up, still long into this extended mountain pose. Take a breath in, exhale, sit back into chair pose. So keeping the knees in line with the big toes, arms are extended long. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, sit back into chair. Inhale, rise up. 3 more. Exhale, come into your chair. Exhale, rise up. Chair pose into mountain pose. And 1 more. Exhale into chair. Inhale into mountain pose. And this time, take a breath in. Exhale, sit back into chair. We're going to hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, rise up. Good job. Take a breath in. Exhale, bring the hands together, standing forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. And now exhale, plant the hands, step back with the left foot, coming into a kneeling position with the left leg. The hands stay on the mat. Plant the left hand on the inside of the right foot, moving into this twist. Inhale the right arm up and exhale to release. Inhale, right arm up, thoracic rotation, exhale to release. Inhale, reach up, turn the body, gaze looks up towards the sky, and exhale to release. 2 more times. And last time, this time hold it, the arm up. See if you can rise up onto the toes of that left foot, coming into this high lunge. And now see if you can lift the left hand up off the floor. Hold it for 3, 2, 1, and release the left hand. Release the right hand towards the floor. Drop the left knee. Shift the hips back, coming into half splits or half monkey. The right foot is lifted up off the mat. Take a breath in, exhale, drop the foot, bend the knee forward. Inhale, shift the weight back towards the left heel. Exhale, lower the foot. Got 3 more of these. Just getting that rocking motion through the body, feeling that dynamic movement through the right hamstring as it stretches, and release. And last one. Plant the foot, bring the hands back to center, rise up on that left foot. Lift both hands up, come into crescent lunge. So lifting up through the body, square towards the front of the mat. Arms are extended long overhead. The knee is stacked over the ankle. And a big breath in. Exhale, release the hands to either side of that right foot and step the left foot forward, standing forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, standing forward fold. Inhale into extended mountain. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, standing forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, standing forward fold. Step the right foot back. Drop the right knee. Plant the right hand on the inside of the left foot. Inhale the left arm up towards the ceiling. And release. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale to release. 3 more. Inhale, arm comes up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, coming into this twist. And exhale to release. Inhale, this time hold that left arm up towards the ceiling. rotating through the spine. Rise up onto the right foot. So you're coming into this low lunge. And now see if you can lift the right hand up off the floor. Holding it for 3, 2, 1. Good job. And release the hand, release the knee. Move, take a breath in. Exhale, send the hips back towards the heel, rising up on the front heel of the left foot. Coming into this half splits or half monkey. And now lowering the left foot down, shifting the weight forward. And getting this dynamic movement as we shift the weight forwards and back. Inhale, shifting the hips back. Exhale, lowering the left foot down towards the floor. Last time. And release. Curl the right toes under. Rise up into this low lunge. We've got crescent lunge. Take a breath in. Press through the left foot. Rise up. Nice and strong through the core. Let the core help you rise up. Shoulder blades are rolled back and down, soft through the shoulders. Palms are facing. Nice deep breath. Holding this for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release the hands down towards the floor. Transfer the weight to the left foot and step the right foot forward, standing forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, standing forward fold. Inhale into mountain. Exhale, back bend. Inhale into mountain pose. Hands come down through heart center. Good job. All right, let's do some warrior poses. So coming to the front of the mat. Inhale, the left leg up. Exhale, step back for warrior 2. So the front knee is forward and stacked over the ankle. The heels can be aligned. Arms are out at shoulder height. Strong through the shoulders. Lots of energy reaching through the fingertips on opposing. So the arms are nice and dynamic. Draw the navel in towards the spine. Warrior 2. Now turn the right palm up towards the ceiling. Take a breath in, reverse warrior. Left arm comes down, right arm comes up overhead. The front knee stays bent. Keeping the chest open towards the long edge of the mat. Take a breath in, exhale back to warrior 2. And let's move through some dynamic warrior poses here, some flow. So take a breath in, reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior 2. 2 more. Let the breath guide you. And last one. Pausing back at warrior 2. And now we'll move through some movements of warrior 2 to an extended triangle. So straightening through the front knee, bring the palms up overhead to touch. Turn to look towards the long edge of the mat. In that direction, exhale, warrior 2. Inhale to this extended triangle. Exhale, warrior 2. Keep the core tight. Inhale and exhale, warrior 2. Always keeping the navel drawn in towards the spine. Be deliberate with your movement. And one more time, one more extended triangle. And now exhale, back to warrior 2. Now turn the left foot, will turn into warrior 1. So this time, the left foot is at about a 45-degree angle. The body is turned to face the front of the mat. Again, the front knee is bent, the right leg is, the knee is stacked over the right ankle. Take a breath in and exhale. Plant the hands down on either side of the right foot. We'll move into we'll be migrating over into Warrior Three. So straightening through the front leg, lift the left leg up. So you're balancing on one leg, but the hands are on the floor or on blocks, your choice. And we'll tap the left toes on towards the floor 5 times. Nice soft taps. 4, 3, 2, and 1. This time, lift the leg up, hold the leg up. See if you can lift the hands up, challenging your balance. It's okay to fall out. Just come back. And if you want, you can bring the arms out by your side or extend the arms out into full Warrior Three overhead. We'll hold it for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, bring the hands back towards the floor. Left foot steps forward, standing forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, standing forward fold. Inhale into mountain pose. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, extended mountain. Bring the palms together. Exhale them, hands down through heart center and release. Moving on to the other side. So reconnect with that intention. Whatever your intention is, make sure that your practice is in alignment with your intention. So transferring the weight now to the left leg. Inhale the right leg up and exhale, step it back for Warrior Two. So front knee is bent, heels are aligned, body is facing the long edge of the mat, arms are out at shoulder height, gaze is forward over the left fingertips. Shoulders are stacked over the hips. And now turning the left palms up towards the ceiling. Reverse warrior, inhale, right arm down, left arm up. Gaze can be up towards the ceiling if that feels comfortable for your neck. Strong through the core. Keep breathing. Exhale, Warrior Two. So let's move through some flow. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, Warrior Two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, Warrior Two. 3 more. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, Warrior Two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, Warrior Two. And last one. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, Warrior Two. Strong through the arms. And now straightening through the front knee. Inhale the arms up overhead, palms together, looking forward through the arms. Exhale, Warrior Two. We'll move through 5 of those dynamic movements. So inhale, extended triangle. Exhale, Warrior Two. Inhale into this version of triangle. Exhale, Warrior Two. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Stopping now in holding your Warrior Two. And now turning the right foot for Warrior One. Turning the hips and extending the arms up overhead. Keeping the hips facing the front of the mat, shoulders are relaxed and down, palms are facing one another. Front knee is stacked over the ankle, pressing through the right foot, especially the outer edge of that right foot, not letting that right foot roll in. Taking a breath in. Exhale, hinging forward. Let the hands come down on either side of the left foot, transferring the weight to the left.
And then lifting that right leg up off the floor, coming into this balancing forward fold. And now tapping the right toes towards the floor for 5 taps. 2 more. And last one, holding the right leg up, seeing if you can lift the left hands up off the floor, challenging the balance, bringing the arms out by the side, or extending them long in front, coming into full warrior 3, holding it for 3, 2, 1, and exhaling, planting the hands, stepping the right foot next to the left, standing forward fold, inhaling to a halfway lift, exhale, standing forward fold, inhale into mountain pose. Extending the arms up nice and long. Taking a breath in, bring the palms together. Exhaling the hands down through heart center and release. Good job. Let's move into tree pose. So transferring the weight onto the left foot. Kickstanding the right heel against the left ankle. Placing the sole against the calf or against the inner thigh. So finding that position that challenges your balance. Always using a wall or a counter to support yourself. Keeping the core nice and tight. And then extending the arms out long, up overhead. When you feel ready, gaze can look up towards the ceiling to challenge yourself further. And if that still feels easy, closing one eye and then the other, removing sight to amplify the challenge. We'll hold it for 3, 2, 1. Bring the palms together, take a breath in, exhale them down through heart center, release the leg, and give it a nice shake. All right, so coming into tree pose on the other side. So grounding through the right foot this time, opening the leg out towards the side, the knee points out, kickstanding the heel against the ankle, the sole against the calf, or placing the sole against the inner thigh. Strong through the core, strong through the leg, activating the glutes, extending the arms out long when you feel ready, and looking up if you want to challenge yourself further, or closing one eye and then the other. So taking some slow, deep breaths, never holding your breath. You need to breathe in order to hold the balance. Core is always tight. And we'll hold this for 3, 2, 1. Bring the hands together, exhale them down through heart center, and release the leg. Good job. Give yourself a nice shake. Shaking out the legs. And now we'll bring the legs, feet out to the edges of the mat. Take a breath in. We'll move into garden pose or malasana. It's a deep yogi squat. Exhale, sit back. Sink the hips down low towards the mat, coming into this super deep squat. Now, you may have some hip positioning, like your anatomy just may not allow this to happen based on the hips, the position of the hips in the hip joint, or if you have tight Achilles or like restriction through the ankle. So depending on where you are, often it's the ankles that will be the deterrent here. Just roll up your mat nice and high, or put towels underneath. So if you feel that, this is about as low as you can go. So find something that helps keep the comfort there. You don't want to overstrain. And so once you have the support under the feet,
To keep you in your Malasana, bring the hands to rest at heart center. You can press into the knees with the elbows and then gently rock from side to side, getting that stretch, that dynamic movement through the ankles. And just a couple more here on each side. Good job. And now releasing the hands. Bring the hands to rest behind your back, and as graceful as possible, let your bum sit on your mat. So that's a really deep hip opening stretch, and it also, as I said, really stretches through the ankles, through the Achilles. So sitting up on your bum, bend the knees and bring the soles of the feet just towards one another. They don't need to touch. We're going to move into a version of boat pose. So grab the toes or the forefoot of your right foot. Sit back on your sit bones and extend the right leg long out towards the wall beside you. You're going to hold this for 3, 2, 1, and then release. And now the left fingers grab hold of the left foot, and you're going to extend the left leg long. So you're going to try to straighten through the knee, but don't force it. We've got a few of these, so we're going to work the stretch. We're going to hold it for 3, 2, 1, and release. So coming back to the right side, grab the toes, extend the leg. So you'll probably feel that you're getting a bit more straightening through the knee for the second time, and then release. Left side, straightening. So you have to sit back a little bit, but keep the core tight. 3, 2, 1. One more time. Each side. 3, 2, 1. And last time on the left. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Now, let's challenge ourselves further. We're going to sit up on our sit bones. We're going to grab, I like to wrap my fingers around my big toes because I have like sweaty hands and sweaty feet. So my hands tend to slip. So I need a good grip. So sit back a little bit onto the sit bones, lift the feet up, and now extend both legs out, coming into this extended V position. So see if you can straighten the legs, try to stay lifted, try not to fall back, holding it for 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Good work. Release the feet, release and give your legs a bit of a shake here. Let the right leg cross over the left. The left leg is extended long. We'll just move into a seated twist. Plant the right hand behind the right hip. And with this left elbow, wrap it around the right knee. Sitting up nice and tall. And then twisting through the chest. Turning the head to look over the right shoulder. Keeping the left foot flexed. And making sure that the rotation happens through the chest. Keeping the pelvis square to the front of the mat. So you're not trying to twist through the pelvis. The rotation happens through the thoracic spine, the middle back. Taking one more breath in. Exhaling, turning the head back to center, releasing the left arm, releasing the right. Right leg comes uncrossed and shake it out. Bend the left knee. Cross it over the right. Right leg is straight, other side. Left hand behind the left hip. And then with a nice long spine, reach the right hand, the right elbow, around the left knee. Turning the chest towards the left side. Right foot is flexed. And 2 more breaths. And at your next inhale, take a breath out, turn the head back to center, release the arms, and release the legs. Good job. Come to line on your back. We've got bridge pose next. So bend the knees, let the feet be about hip distance apart, and let the feet, bring the legs towards the bum, bringing the fingers, the middle fingers, let them touch the heel. So the hands will be by your side, strong through the core. Take a breath in. As you exhale, press through the heels, squeeze through the bum, lift the hips up, and release. Take a breath in. Exhale, lift the hips up, and we'll just hold it here for a second, and we'll do some dynamic movements. So what we'll do is, as we, when I tell you on the exhale, you're just going to slowly drop the hips and let the bum tap ever so slightly the floor, and we'll do 5 of those and before rising right back up into bridge. So take a breath in, exhale, lower the hips, let the bum tap gently. Inhale, rise up, bridge. Exhale, bum taps down. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, the bum taps. Inhale into bridge. Exhale, tap. Inhale, hips lift. And last time, bum taps. Inhale, back into bridge. So the knees, hips, and shoulders are all one line. So the hips aren't sagging. You want a nice supine plank here. And now you can open the feet towards the edges of the mat. We're going to open and close the knees. Open and close. Keep the hips lifted, squeeze through the bum. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Come back to bridge. Hold it for 5, 4, squeeze the bum, 3, 2, 1, and release. Good job. Bring the knees in towards the chest. Really stretch out the glutes and the upper hamstrings. Good job. Plant the feet. Cross the right leg over the left knee. So coming into supine pigeon. Bring the hands to rest behind the ears. We're going to do some supine pigeon crunches. So we'll inhale, lift the shoulders up, and reaching the left shoulder towards the right knee. Exhale to release. We've got 5 of these. Lead with the shoulder. Keep the head and shoulders lifted up off the floor. 2 more. Don't let the hands pull on the neck. Great. And release. Switch sides. Take a breath in. Exhale. Right shoulder to the left knee. Release and crunch. 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 And last one. Good job. And now bring the hands down by your side. Cross the right leg over the left. We'll just move straight into supine pigeon stretch. So if you like, you can wrap the hands around the left thigh, drawing the left knee in towards the chest. Keep that right foot flexed. And if you want to deepen the stretch, you can press the right elbow into that right knee, opening up the hip as you draw that left thigh deeper towards the chest. And if you still don't feel it much, shift the weight slightly to the left and keep breathing. Coming back to centered, releasing both legs, cross the left leg over the right.
Draw the right thigh in towards the chest. Keep the left foot flexed, the left elbow presses into the left knee to deepen the stretch if you need it. And if you want to deepen the stretch further, shift the weight slightly to the right. And really nice deep breaths. And then coming back to center, releasing the legs, drawing both knees in towards the chest, rocking from side to side, massaging that sacrum. And now opening the knees, bringing the knees towards the underarms, keeping the lower back, the tailbone down towards the floor, and then send the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling, keeping the knees bent if you can, and if not, if you don't have that range of motion through the hips, it's okay. It's not a big deal. It's all about working with your own anatomy. That's what yoga is all about. It's accepting what our bodies are able to give us, gently rocking from side to side. If you want to throw in the happy of the baby. So always being kind to yourself. Our bodies do so much for us. Let us always be grateful for what they can do. And now coming back to center, bringing the knees back together, extending the left leg long. Keep the right knee bent in towards the chest. Extend the right arm out onto the floor like a letter T. And then with the left hand, guide the right leg over to the left, coming into the supine twist. And letting the twist happen through, again, the thorax and not through the pelvis. We want to make sure we don't stretch through the sacrum, straining any of those sacral ligaments, which is often what happens when we try to rotate and have the rotation happen through the pelvis or through the lumbar region, the lower back. We always want the rotation. We've got the most rotation through the neck, then the thoracic, and then the least amount of rotation happens through the lumbar spine. Coming back to center, both knees in towards the chest, gently rocking from side to side, extending the right leg long this time, left arm out like a letter T, guiding the left leg to the right, keeping both shoulders on the floor so it's not the goal is not to bring the knee towards the floor, it's just to get this beautiful twist through the thorax, the thoracic spine. If you want, you can turn your head to the left. And now taking a breath in, coming back to center, both knees to chest, gently rocking from side to side, giving the lower back a nice little massage. Extending the legs long, the arms out by the side. We've come to our final resting posture, our Shavasana. So letting the hands rest down by your side, closing the eyes. This is where we really come into this state of conscious unconsciousness. So we are awake, we're not trying to fall asleep, we're not trying to put our mind into a state of sleep, but what we want is to be fully awake, but fully rested, including resting our mind. Our minds are so busy, so let's see if we can work on quieting the mind. So we relax our body and we try to relax the mind. The mind is naturally busy, so see if you can find an anchor. Perhaps it's repeating your intention over and over, not allowing thinking to happen,
But if it does happen, just come back to your intention. And if that doesn't work, you can always focus your awareness on the breath. So see what works for you. And now surrendering into stillness. And now deepening the breath, wiggling the fingers and the toes. Perhaps gently rocking your head from side to side. And then you can keep the eyes closed or just opening them softly, reaching the arms up overhead, reaching out long, stretching through the body like you're just waking up in the morning. And then drawing the knees in towards the chest, rolling onto one side, pausing in supported fetal pose. Taking a breath in, pressing yourself up into a seated position. So just choosing a seated position that is comfortable for you. Keeping the eyes closed or the gaze soft, bringing the hands to rest at heart center. And again, bringing to mind the intention that you set at the beginning of practice. Acknowledging if you were able to really honor your intention through your practice. And then dedicating your efforts to that intention. Thank you for allowing me to guide you through this practice today. The divine in me honors and bows to the divine in you. Namaste.